Now it so happens that when we narrate the experiences of the Sahaba, we tend to hold them to be like stories. But gentlemen, I want us to be honest to ourselves today. Let's think of these not as stories. These are things that actually happen. And let's be sincere and ask ourselves what we would do if we were in that situation. When the Holy Prophet ﷺ was commissioned by Allah Almighty, almost in a form of a secret, Allah Almighty told him in the Holy Quran to convey the message to his close relatives. The Holy Prophet ﷺ invited Banu Hashim over a meal, and he told them about the mission that was at hand. And he asked them, who will be with me and support me to establish the unity of Allah Almighty and to get rid of polytheism? There was pin-drop silence in the room. But then what happened? A young and sharp voice, yet a very bold voice of the youngest person in the room, 10 years old, Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu, stood up and he took a vow, took those responsibilities on his shoulders, and he said, though I'm the weakest and the youngest of all those who are present here, I shall support you. And then laughter and mockery broke, because those people on one side saw an illiterate man, as they would say, and on the other side was a 10-year-old boy who was weak to them. The companions were motivated and their spirits were lifted whenever they were around the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and they were inspired by him. And this drew, a magnetic force drew them to the personality of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. You know about Hazrat Musab bin Umair, who was known all over Makkah. He was the most well-dressed, the rich, handsome young man before he accepted Islam. But then when he accepted Islam, he was boycotted. Even his own parents locked him up. And when he escaped those shackles, he went to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, who advised the Muslims to migrate to Abyssinia, which is present-day Ethiopia. When he came back, the Holy Prophet ﷺ sent him, that young man, as the first missionary. And he went to Medina to propagate the message of Islam. Gentlemen, there were those days that the Sahaba wore patched and torn clothes and sat on dry mat. And they talked about conquering the world and establishing the unity of Allah, spiritual unity of Allah and His Jamaat in this world. Where are we today? We sit on soft sofas and we fly in airplanes, drive flashy cars. We have all these facilities with us. What do we do with it? Can we not achieve more than even what the Sahaba have achieved if we are truly committed to this?